I want you to pause for just a moment and take a deep breath. You're here right now. That means something. You didn't come here by accident. You came because a small voice inside you believes in more. More than where you are. More than what you've been told. You came because you believe you can grow. And you came because you want to learn. Not just English, but how to live with strength, how to speak with power, how to walk through this world with confidence. That's why today's story is not just about learning words. It's about learning who you really are. This story is called The Power of Knowledge, and it will change how you see yourself. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like your voice didn't matter? Like you had something to say, but didn't know how to say it? Have you ever felt small in a big world? If yes, then I want you to know something right now. You are not alone, and you are not weak. You are not behind. You are beginning. This is your beginning. You see, knowledge is not just information. Knowledge is transformation. It is the key that opens every door. It's the light that helps you find your way. And when you begin to learn, you begin to lead. Even one small word can open your world. Even one new idea can change your day. That is how powerful learning is. That is how powerful you are. And English? English is not just a language. It is a tool. A tool that helps you connect, speak, build, and lead. The more you learn, the more you grow. The more you grow, the more you shine. So today, I want you to speak with me, read with me, learn with me. I want you to believe, not just in English, but in yourself. Are you ready to grow? Then repeat after me. I'm not too late. I'm not too slow. I am ready now. I learn with love. I speak with courage. I grow with knowledge. You see, when you learn, something beautiful happens. Your world becomes bigger. Your fear becomes smaller. Your dreams become louder. You are not just watching a video. You are stepping into your future. This is your time. This is your journey. This is the power of knowledge. Chapter 1. A Boy with No Voice. In a quiet village, far from the noise of the city, lived a boy who had many dreams, but no voice. He was not born without sound. No, he could speak. But he didn't believe his words mattered. In school, he sat at the back of the class. Every time the teacher asked a question, he looked down. He wanted to disappear. He was afraid. Not afraid of the teacher, but afraid of being wrong. Afraid of speaking bad English. Afraid that others would laugh. So he said nothing. Every day, he watched other students raise their hands, give answers, and speak with smiles. He wanted to be like them, but fear held him back. Fear is quiet. It doesn't shout. It whispers, "You're not good enough." It tells you, "They will laugh." And slowly, this boy began to believe it. He stopped trying. He stopped hoping. He started feeling invisible, like a shadow on the wall. The world was moving, but he stood still. Sometimes tourists came to his village. They spoke English. They smiled, asked for help, wanted to learn. But the boy looked away. He had the chance to speak, to connect, but he stayed silent. He missed the moment, not because he didn't care, but because he didn't believe he could. Every missed moment felt like a door closing. Every silence made him smaller inside. He watched others make friends, get small jobs, join school events, but he stayed on the side, just watching, just dreaming. He told himself, "I'm not smart." He told himself, "English is too hard." He began to accept a life that was smaller than his dreams. But deep inside, something was still alive. A tiny voice, very small but still there. It whispered, "What if? What if you could speak? What if you could learn? What if your words mattered?" That voice was soft, but it never left. The boy didn't talk about it. He didn't show it. But every time he saw someone speak English with pride, that little voice grew stronger. And maybe, just maybe, he was waiting. Waiting for the right moment. Waiting to believe. You see, without knowledge, you feel small. Without words, you feel lost. But knowledge is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. Speaking, even when your voice shakes. Trying, even when you're scared. Learning, even when it's slow. That's how confidence begins. Not with big steps, but with small ones. Quiet ones. Brave ones. So if you ever feel like this boy, if you sit in the back, stay quiet, and feel afraid, know this. You are not alone, and you are not weak. You are waiting for your voice. And when knowledge comes, your voice will grow. Your fear will fade. And you will stand in front, not behind, because knowledge makes you brave. And brave people change their lives. Key vocabulary. Chapter 1. Village. Meaning, a small town in the countryside. Example, he lived in a quiet village with his family. 2. Dreams. Meaning, hopes or wishes for the future. Example, the boy had many dreams, but he was afraid to speak. 3. Voice. Meaning, the sound we make when we talk. Example, he had a voice, but he didn't use it. 4. Back of the class. Meaning, the last row of seats in a classroom. Example, he always sat at the back of the class. 5. Afraid. Meaning, feeling fear or worry. Example, he was afraid to speak in front of others. 6. Laugh. Meaning, to make a happy or mean sound with your mouth. Example, he thought people would laugh at him. 7. Believe. Meaning, to think something is true. Example, he didn't believe in himself. 8. Invisible. Meaning, not seen or noticed by others. Example, he felt invisible in the classroom. 9. Missed opportunity. Meaning, a chance to do something that you do not take. Example, he missed the chance to speak with tourists. 10th tourist. Meaning, a person who travels for fun. Example, tourists came to his village and spoke English. 11th. Connect. Meaning, to talk or feel close with someone. Example, he wanted to connect, but he stayed silent. 12th. Shadow. Meaning, a dark shape made when light is blocked. Example, he felt like a shadow on the wall. 13. Smart. Meaning, clever or intelligent. Example, he told himself, I'm not smart. 14. Hard. Meaning, difficult. Example, he said, English is too hard. 15. Voice inside. Meaning, a small feeling or thought in your heart or mind. Example, a small voice inside said, what if? 16. Brave. Meaning, not afraid, strong in the face of fear. Example, knowledge makes you brave. 17. Small steps. Meaning, little actions that help you grow. Example, confidence begins with small steps. 18. Quiet. Meaning, without sound or noise. Example, his fear was quiet but strong. 19th. Stand in front. Meaning, to be seen or take action. Example, one day he will stand in front, not behind. 20. Change your life. Meaning, to make your life better or different. Example, brave people change their lives. Chapter 2. The moment. Everything changed. One day, something different happened in the boy's quiet life. It started like a normal morning. He walked to school, eyes down, heart heavy, afraid someone might speak to him. But that day, something new appeared in his world. A traveler came to the village. She was not like the others. She smiled kindly. She looked people in the eyes. She spoke in simple English, but her words were warm. The boy saw her from a distance. She was talking to the teacher, then to the students. Everyone seemed happy around her. The boy stayed in the back, quiet, afraid as always, but the traveler noticed him. She walked over and said, "Hello." One word, just one. The boy froze. No one ever spoke to him in English. He wanted to run, but something in her smile stopped him. "What's your name?" she asked. Slowly, with shaking hands, he answered, "My name is—" He said his name, and she smiled brighter. "Good," she said. "Very good." The boy felt something he hadn't felt in a long time, a small spark. It was tiny, but it was real. That one word, that one smile, opened something inside him. It was the first time he felt seen. The first time someone believed he could speak. Later that day, the teacher gave the boy a little book. It had simple English stories. "Try reading this," the teacher said kindly. The boy took the book home. He looked at the first page for a long time. At first, he didn't understand. But he didn't give up. Slowly, word by word, sentence by sentence, the book began to make sense. He whispered the words aloud. His voice was quiet, but it was stronger than before. He read one page, then another, then another. For the first time, he didn't feel afraid. He felt curious. He felt alive. Every day after that, he read a little. Just 10 minutes. Just one story. But that small habit became his secret power. He wrote new words in a notebook. He practiced speaking in front of a mirror. He listened to English videos on his teacher's old phone. Sometimes he made mistakes. He said words wrong. He got confused. He felt silly. But he did not stop. He kept going, because now he had hope. One day, his teacher asked him to read a sentence in class. His heart beat fast. His hands were cold. But he stood up. His voice shook. But he spoke. One sentence. Just one. When he finished, the class was silent. Then, someone clapped. Then another. The teacher smiled. "Very good," she said. The boy sat down. He was still shaking. But inside, something had changed forever. He realized something powerful that day. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You just need to begin. One step, one word. That's how every great learner begins. That's how change starts. Small and slow, but strong. From that day on, he began to believe. Not in magic, not in luck, but in learning. In effort. In practice. He believed that every time he opened a book, he was opening his future. Every time he repeated a word, he was building his future voice. He started sharing his book with a younger boy in the village. He taught him how to read a few words. It felt good to help someone. It felt good to give what he had learned. The traveler left the village after a few days, but her words stayed with him, her smile, her kindness, that one hello, they lived inside his heart. She had given him something greater than a gift. She gave him belief, and with that belief, the boy kept learning. He didn't need big tools, just a small book, a notebook, a pencil, and his will to grow. He began to dream again. This time, not as a silent boy in the back of the class, but as someone who could stand, speak, teach, and change. He knew the road would be long. He knew he would still make mistakes. But now he understood something important. Mistakes are part of learning. Every mistake is a step forward. Every small success is a seed for something greater. And so, the boy who once had no voice was finding his voice, one word at a time. Key vocabulary. Chapter 2. 1. Traveler, meaning a person who visits new places. Example. The traveler came to the village and smiled at the boy. 2. Smile, meaning a happy expression on the face. Example. Her smile made him feel safe. Third sentence, meaning a group of words that makes a full idea. Example. He read one sentence in front of the class. 4. Shaking hands, meaning hands moving because of fear or nervousness. Example. His hands were shaking when he tried to speak. 5. Spark, meaning a small sign of something starting. Example. That one word gave him a spark of hope. 6. Understand, meaning to know the meaning of something. Example. At first he did not understand the book. 7. Practice, meaning to do something again and again to get better. Example. He practiced speaking in front of a mirror. 8. Mistake, meaning something done wrong. Example. He made mistakes but didn't give up. 9. Believe, meaning to think something is true. Example. He began to believe in himself. 10. Powerful, meaning strong, full of strength or meaning. Example. That small moment was powerful for him. 11th. Begin, meaning to start. Example. Every great learner must begin somewhere. 12th. Change, meaning to become different. Example. That day, something inside him began to change. 13th. Notebook, meaning a small book for writing. Example. He wrote new words in a notebook. 14. Aloud, meaning spoken with voice so others can hear. Example. He read the story aloud to practice. 15. Confidence, meaning a feeling that you can do something well. Example. Speaking gave him confidence. 16th. Habit, meaning something you do again and again. Example. Reading every day became a good habit. 17. Future, meaning the time that is coming. Example. He opened a book and opened his future. 18. Teach, meaning to help someone learn. Example. He taught a younger boy how to read. 19. Voice, meaning the sound we make when we speak. Example. He was finding his voice one word at a time. 20. Grow, meaning to become bigger, better, or stronger. Example. His learning helped him grow every day. Chapter 3. Doors begin to open. Each morning, the boy woke up with a new feeling inside him. It was not fear. It was something different. It was the feeling of purpose. He now had something to work for, something to look forward to. He was learning. Slowly, word by word, sentence by sentence, his English was growing. He still made mistakes, but mistakes no longer stopped him. They helped him learn. He didn't hide in the back of the class anymore. He listened carefully. He spoke more often. And when he didn't know a word, he asked. His eyes were brighter now. His shoulders stood taller. People around him noticed the change. One afternoon, a group of tourists came to the village again. They were lost and confused. The teacher saw them and called the boy. "Can you help?" she asked. The boy looked at them. He felt nervous, but he remembered the first word he ever said in English. "Hello." He walked forward and said, "Hello, can I help you?" The tourists smiled. They asked him questions about the village. He answered as best as he could. Sometimes he used his hands. Sometimes he stopped to think. But he spoke, and they understood. One tourist said, "Your English is very good." That small sentence made his heart warm. For the first time, he felt useful. He felt proud. After that day, the teacher asked him to help more often. Sometimes he translated small notes. Sometimes he spoke with visitors. One shopkeeper saw him help and said, "Would you like to work with me on weekends?" The boy agreed. It was his first small job. His job was simple: welcome tourists, speak some English, and help with small things. But for him, it was more than a job. It was a door, a new door that opened because of knowledge. With the little money he earned, he bought more books. Not just school books, story books. Books about dreams, about people from around the world. He read them at night, under a small light. The world inside those books became part of his world. He learned new words and wrote them in his notebook. He used them when he spoke. Each word was a new tool. Each sentence was a new step. He started sharing what he learned with his friends. At first, they laughed and said, "Why are you speaking English?" But when he helped them understand a sentence from a foreign visitor, they were amazed. "Teach us," one friend said. And so he began to teach. Every afternoon, a few children came to his house. They sat on the floor. He opened his notebook and shared his words. He read stories aloud. He let them repeat after him. It was not a school, but it felt like one. He was not a trained teacher, but he cared. And when you care, people listen. His friends respected him. Even the older students asked him for help sometimes. He became someone others could count on, someone people looked up to. The boy who once had no voice was now helping others find their voice. The same boy who hid at the back of the class was now standing in front, sharing what he knew. People in the village began to say his name with pride. "He's smart. He's growing. He helps others." These were words he never thought he would hear, but now they were real. One day, the shopkeeper gave him a little bonus. "You've helped bring more customers," he said. The boy smiled. That money helped him buy a better notebook, a small speaker to listen to English stories, and even a small gift for his younger sister. He didn't feel rich, but he felt something better. He felt responsible. He felt useful. His knowledge was helping others, and it was helping him grow. The village was still the same. The roads were still dusty. The houses were still small. But something had changed. Not in the village, but in the boy. He was no longer waiting for life to happen. He was creating it. And that made the whole world feel different. Every book he read, every word he learned was a brick in the house of his new life. He was building something step by step, and now others were building with him. You see, when you grow, the world grows with you. When you open your mind, new doors open too. When you speak with courage, others listen. When you learn with love, others follow. Knowledge gave him more than just words. It gave him a way to live, a way to rise, and a way to lift others with him. Key vocabulary. Chapter 3, 1. Purpose, meaning, a reason to do something. Example. He woke up with a feeling of purpose. Second mistake. Meaning, something done wrong. Example. He made mistakes, but learned from them. 3. Translate. meaning to change words from one language to another. Example, he helped the teacher translate for the tourists. Fourth, tourist, meaning a visitor from another place. Example, a group of tourists came to the village. 5. Proud, meaning feeling happy about something you did. Example, he felt proud when people understood him. Sixth, job, meaning work you do to earn money. Example, he got a small job at the shop. 7. Earn, meaning to get money for work. Example, he earned money by helping tourists. 8. Notebook, meaning a small book to write in. Example, he wrote new words in his notebook. 9. Respect, meaning when people think good things about you. Example, his friends respected him for helping them. 10. Teach, meaning to help someone learn. Example, he started to teach his friends after school. 11th. Repeat, meaning to say something again. Example, the children repeated words after him. 12th. Useful, meaning helpful or needed. Example, speaking English made him feel useful. 13. Bonus, meaning extra money given as a gift. Example, the shopkeeper gave him a bonus. 14. Create, meaning to make something new. Example, he was creating a better life with his learning. 15. Lift, meaning to help someone rise or feel better. Example, he used his knowledge to lift others. 16. Care, meaning to feel love or want to help. Example, he cared, and that's why people listened. 17. Smart, meaning clever or good at learning. Example, people in the village began to call him smart. 18. Rise, meaning to go higher or improve. Example, he used knowledge to rise from fear to confidence. 19. Confidence, meaning the feeling you can do something. Example, reading helped him speak with confidence. 20. Opportunity, meaning a chance to do something good. Example, learning gave him new opportunities. Chapter 4. The Fire Inside You. The boy's life was changing, not because of luck, not because someone gave him a gift, but because of something inside him. A small fire had started in his heart. At first it was just a spark, a little light, but each day, as he learned more, that spark grew bigger. It became a fire, not loud but strong, a fire made of hope, of purpose, of hunger to grow. It didn't come from school alone. It came from his own will to learn. He started to see something clearly. Knowledge is everywhere. It was in the books at school, yes, but also in the old magazines people threw away. It was in the words of the tourists he met. It was in the free podcasts he found on a phone. He learned from a short video. He learned from a small conversation. He listened to the way people spoke. He copied the sounds, the rhythm, the words, and he began to feel it. Learning was not something you wait for. It's something you create. He began waking up earlier than before. When the sky was still dark and the village was quiet, he would sit near the window with his notebook. His house was small, but his dreams were big. He read in the soft morning light. Sometimes he listened to English stories while brushing his teeth. He learned while walking. He learned while helping his family. His whole day became a classroom. Every moment was a chance to grow. Every sound, every word, every mistake, they were all part of the lesson. One day, he had an idea. He wanted to do more than just learn. He wanted to share. So, with the help of his teacher and a kind tourist, he started a small blog, a simple one, with short posts. He wrote about what he learned. He wrote in English, one paragraph at a time. At first he was shy. He worried people would laugh. But then he remembered, this is his journey, and his words might help someone else. So he posted one blog, then another, then another. It became a habit, a joy, a place to grow even more. Some students at school read his blog. "Wow," one said. "I didn't know you could write like this." A younger girl came to him and said, "I want to learn too." His face turned red with surprise, but inside he smiled. People were listening, not because he was perfect, but because he was real. He was trying, and that made others brave too. He no longer said, "I can't." Now he said, "I can learn." He no longer waited for someone to teach him. Now he found the tools and taught himself. His mindset had changed. He used to feel small, like the world was too big for him. But now he felt strong. Not strong in body, strong in belief. He knew he could grow. He knew he could do hard things, and that belief gave him power. He started a learning group after school. Just a few kids sitting on the ground, sharing words and stories. But those small moments were full of life. They laughed at mistakes. They clapped when someone learned something new. They asked questions and helped each other. The boy was not the only one learning now. He was leading, not because someone gave him a title, but because he took action. He showed what's possible when you light the fire inside you. One evening, his father sat next to him and asked, "What are you reading?" The boy showed him a short story in English. His father didn't speak English, but he smiled and said, "I'm proud of you." Those words meant everything. They were simple, but they made the boy's heart full. He knew now that learning wasn't just for tests. It wasn't just for school. It was for life, for his family, for his future. The fire inside him kept growing. It didn't burn out. It didn't fade. Why? Because he fed it every day. With books, with listening, with practice, with belief. And now, others felt that fire too. His friends, his family, even strangers online. They saw what happens when someone doesn't give up. When someone learns with love. When someone teaches with heart. You see, knowledge is more than just facts. It's freedom. It's self-respect. It's the voice inside you saying, "I can." And that voice? It gets louder every time you learn something new. The more you know, the more confidence you carry. The more you grow, the more you believe. And the more you believe, the more your world opens. So if you feel unsure, if you feel slow, if you feel small, remember the boy who once felt the same. And remember this, you are not weak. You are not late. You are just beginning. And when you light the fire inside you, you will change your life. Key vocabulary. Chapter 4, 1. Fire, inside you. Meaning, a strong feeling or passion to grow or do something. Example, he felt a fire inside him to keep learning. 2. Spark. Meaning, a small start or idea that grows. Example, learning one word gave him a spark of hope. 3. Will. Meaning, the strong desire to do something. Example, his will to learn grew stronger every day. 4. Podcast. Meaning, a voice recording or show you can listen to. Example, he listened to podcasts to practice English. 5. Conversation, meaning talking with another person. Example, he learned English from short conversations. 6. Early, meaning before the usual or expected time. Example, he woke up early to read and study. 7. Window. Meaning, an opening in the wall to let light in. Example, he sat by the window with his notebook. 8. Blog. Meaning, a simple website where someone writes posts or ideas. Example, he started a blog to share what he learned. 9. Paragraph. Meaning, a short part of writing with a few sentences. Example, he wrote one paragraph at a time. 10. Mindset. Meaning, the way you think or believe. Example, his mindset changed from I can't to I can. 11th habit. Meaning, something you do again and again. Example, reading and writing became his new habit. 12th. Shy. Meaning, feeling nervous about people watching you. Example, he was shy to post online, but he did it anyway. 13. Lead, leader. Meaning, to guide or show others the way. Example, he became a leader by helping others learn. 14. Believe. Meaning, to think something is true or possible. Example, he began to believe in himself. 15. Proud. Meaning, feeling good about what you or someone did. Example, his father said, I'm proud of you. 16. Respect. Meaning, to think highly of someone. Example, he earned self-respect through learning. 17. Clap, clapped. Meaning, to hit your hands together to show joy or support. Example, his friends clapped when he spoke English. 18. Self-education. Meaning, learning by yourself. Example, his blog and reading were forms of self-education. 19. Confidence. Meaning, a strong feeling that you can do something. Example, knowledge gave him more confidence each day. 20. Journey. Meaning, the steps and path you take in life. Example, his learning journey was just beginning. Chapter 5. Changing the world around you. In the small village where the boy once felt invisible, something beautiful began to grow. This time, it was not fear, it was hope. The boy, now more confident, knew the truth. Knowledge had changed his life. And now, he wanted to give that gift to others. He looked at the children in the village. They reminded him of himself. Quiet, shy, unsure. Many of them had dreams, but no tools to reach them. Some wanted to become doctors, others wanted to travel the world. But they didn't know how. They had never spoken English. They had never read a book in another language. Just like him, they felt small. So, one morning, the boy made a big decision. He walked to the old tree near the village center. With a few small books in his bag, he called out to the children, "Come and learn with me. Let's grow together." At first, only 3 children came. They sat under the tree with wide eyes and curious hearts. The boy smiled and said, "Let's begin with one word." He wrote the word dream on a piece of paper. "Repeat after me. Dream." The children spoke softly at first, but with every lesson their voices grew louder, stronger. Each day more children joined. 5 became 10. 10 became 20. Soon parents were watching from a distance, smiling. They could see something was changing, not just in their children, but in the whole village. A fire was growing, a fire of learning, of hope, of possibility. The boy taught for free. He used everything he had learned, books, online videos, songs. He kept his lessons simple. "Repeat after me," he would say. "You are smart. You can learn. You can grow." The children repeated those words with joy. For some, it was the first time they believed in themselves. One day, a mother came to the boy and said, "Thank you. My daughter now speaks English." She talks to me about science. She reads to her little brother. You have changed our home. The boy smiled, but deep in his heart, he felt something even greater: purpose. He was no longer just a student. He had become a teacher, a guide, a leader. He didn't wait for a big school. He didn't wait for someone else. He started with what he had. He started with one word. Months passed. The learning group became a small school. A friend gave him a broken whiteboard. Another person donated old books. The boy painted the walls himself. He wrote, "Knowledge is power," in big letters above the door. And one day, something magical happened. One of his students won a scholarship to study in the city. She had never left the village before. But now, because of the boy's lessons, she had a future full of light. That day, the boy sat under the tree again. He looked at the children, the parents, the small school, and the smiling faces around him. He remembered the shy boy he used to be, the one who sat at the back of the class, afraid to speak. Now, he was no longer afraid. He was strong, he was wise, and most of all, he was lifting others. That is really power. Lesson: real power is when you use knowledge to lift others. Key vocabulary. Chapter 5, 1. Change, to make something different. Example: he wanted to change his village. 2. Teach, to help someone learn. Example: he started to teach the children. 3. Village, a small town in the countryside. Example: many children in the village joined his class. 4th school, a place where people go to learn. Example: he built a small school near the tree. 5. Free, without paying money. Example: the boy taught the children for free. 6th word, a group of letters that make meaning. Example: he taught them one word at a time. 7. Dream, a hope or goal for the future. Example: every child has a dream. 8. Grow, to become bigger or better. Example: the children grew in confidence. 9. Repeat, to say again. Example: he told the class to repeat the new words. 10. Voice, the sound made when you talk. Example: their voices became louder. 11th. Hope, the feeling that something good can happen. Example: the boy gave hope to the village. 12th scholarship, money to help a student study. Example: one girl won a scholarship to study in the city. 13th. Teacher, a person who helps others learn. Example: he became a teacher for the village. 14. Help, to give support or assistance. Example: the boy helped the children learn English. 15. Thank, to show you are grateful. Example: a mother thanked the boy for teaching her daughter. 16. Whiteboard, a board to write on in class. Example: someone gave him an old whiteboard. 17. Knowledge, the things you know and learn. Example: knowledge gave the boy power. 18. Power, strength or ability. Example: real power is helping others grow. 19th. Start, to begin something. Example: he started teaching under a tree. 20. Together, with other people. Example: they learned together every day. Final message: your journey starts now. Look at where you are right now. You have a phone in your hand. You are listening. You are reading. That means something very important. You have already started. This is not just a video. This is not just a story. This is your mirror. This is your call to action. You are not here by accident. You are here because you want to learn. You are here because something inside you says, I can grow. I can change my life. You may think your life is small. You may think your village is far. But your voice, your knowledge, and your heart can travel anywhere. Today, learning is in your pocket. You don't need a big classroom. You don't need perfect English. You only need one thing, your will. If you have that, you can do anything. You can read, you can speak, you can teach, you can lead. And that journey starts now. You have a phone. That phone can open doors. That phone can connect you to the world. Use it for more than fun. Use it for more than games. Use it to learn. Every word you hear, every word you speak is a seed. And one day, that seed will grow into a tree. That tree will give fruit, not just to you, but to everyone around you. That's the power of one word, one lesson, one step at a time. You have a voice. Your voice is strong. You don't have to be perfect. You only have to be brave. Speak what you know. Learn what you don't. Practice every day, even if it's just one sentence. Speak to yourself in the mirror. Speak to your friends. Speak to your family. The more you use your voice, the more it grows. Don't hide your words. Your words can change your world. You have time. Many people say, "I'm busy." But time is not about how much you have. It's about how you use it. You have 10 minutes? Great. Learn a new word. Listen to a new story. Speak out loud. You don't need 5 hours. You need 5 good minutes. Start small. Stay strong. And never stop. Your time is your life. Use it well. Learning English is not just learning a language. It's learning how to lead your life. It's learning how to express your ideas. It's learning how to say no and how to say yes. It's learning how to speak with confidence, how to write your dreams, and how to open doors that were once closed. It's more than grammar. It's more than vocabulary. It is your freedom. It is your power. So speak with me now. Speak from your heart. You're not watching for fun. You're here to grow. You're here to take control. You're here to rise. You are not weak. You are not slow. You are learning. You are building. And you are becoming the best version of yourself. Let's begin with something small but strong. One word, one sentence, one action. That's how everything begins. Say one word you just learned. Write one sentence about your dream. Take one action. Read a book. Speak a sentence. Teach a friend. When you do this every day, your life will start to change. Slowly, steadily, but truly. Repeat after me. I am smart. I am strong. I learn every day. My knowledge is my power. Say it again. Let it sink into your heart. I am smart. I am strong. I learn every day. My knowledge is my power. This is not just a sentence. This is a promise you make to yourself. And when you make that promise every day, the world will begin to notice. You are not just a student now. You are a hero. The kind of hero who wakes up and learns. The kind of hero who doesn't give up. The kind of hero who teaches others. Your story is just beginning. Others will look at you and say, "Because of you, I started learning too." You will shine light in places that were dark. You will build bridges where there were walls. And all of this begins with one small step. Today. You don't need to wait for the perfect day. That day is now. You don't need perfect English. Your English will grow with time. You don't need to be rich. Your heart and your mind are your greatest wealth. Every time you say a new word, your world becomes bigger. Every time you read a new story, your mind becomes stronger. And every time you help another person learn, your power multiplies. So, hold your phone, Use your voice, give your time, and begin again. Begin with joy. Begin with courage. Begin with love. Because when you grow, the world grows with you. When you learn, you light the path for others. You are not alone. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be, and your journey starts now. Let's say it one more time. Repeat after me. I am smart. I am strong. I learn every day. My knowledge is my power. Say it with love. Say it with courage. Say it with truth, because this is your story, and the world is waiting to read it. Key vocabulary. Final message. Your journey starts now. 1. Phone. A device to talk, learn, or connect online. Example. You have a phone, so you can start learning now. 2. Voice. The sound you make when you speak. Example. Your voice is strong and full of power. 3. Time. Minutes and hours in your day. Example. Use your time to grow, even if it's just 5 minutes. Learn. To get new knowledge or skill. Example. You can learn something new every day. 5. Language. A way of speaking and writing. Example. Learning English is more than just a language. 6. Action. Something you do. Example. Start with one action to change your life. 7. Sentence. A group of words with meaning. Example. Say one sentence about your dream today. 8. Strong. Not weak, full of power. Example. You are strong when you keep going. 9. Grow, to become bigger or better. Example. When you grow, your life becomes brighter. 10. Smart. Clever or good at learning. Example. You are smart and can learn anything. 11th power. The ability to do something well. Example. Your knowledge is your power. 12th start. To begin something. Example. Your journey starts now. 13. Practice. To do something again and again. Example. Practice English every day to get better. 14. Confidence. The feeling of being sure of yourself. Example. Speaking gives you confidence. 15. Teach. To help someone learn. Example. You can teach what you know to others. Bonus section. Mini stories of famous people. Let me tell you 3 powerful, real stories. These are not fairy tales. These are stories of real people, just like you, who used knowledge to change their lives. The first story is about a girl. She lived in a small village in Pakistan. Her name is Malala Yousafzai. Malala loved going to school. She believed every girl should go to school, but in her village, some people did not agree. They said girls should not study. They wanted girls to stay quiet. But Malala did not stay quiet. She spoke on the radio. She wrote on the internet. She said, "Education is power. Every child needs to learn." Many people listened to her. But one day, something terrible happened. A man with a gun came onto her school bus. He asked, "Who is Malala?" Then he shot her. Malala was very hurt. People thought she would die. But she didn't. She got stronger. She healed. And she spoke again. She said, "You tried to silence me, but you made me louder." The world listened. Malala won the Nobel Peace Prize. She became the youngest person ever to win it. Today, she speaks in front of leaders. She writes books. She helps children everywhere go to school, all because she believed in knowledge. Malala's story teaches us something simple. Even when the world tells you to stay small, your voice matters. Knowledge gave Malala her power, and she gave that power to the world. Now let me tell you about a man. He was not born rich. He did not go to the best schools, but he had a dream. His name is Elon Musk. When he was a child in South Africa, he loved books. He read science books, computer books, and space books. He read for hours. He asked questions. He learned how to build things. He was different. Some people laughed at him. Some didn't believe in him. But he kept learning. He moved to America. He worked hard. He started a company that helped people send money online. Then he sold it. With that money, he started other companies, Tesla and SpaceX. SpaceX is a rocket company, but Elon had no training in rockets. Do you know how he learned? He read books. He read thousands of pages about rocket science. He talked to smart people. He studied hard, and he made it happen. His rockets now go to space. They come back and land safely. The world was shocked, but Elon was not surprised. Because he believed in one thing: if you learn, you grow. If you grow, anything is possible. Elon's story shows us something powerful. Knowledge is not just in schools, it's in books. It's in asking questions. It's in not giving up when things are hard. One more story about a woman who changed millions of lives. Her name is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah was born very poor. Her family had little food. She lived with her grandma. Life was hard. But Oprah loved reading. She read everything she could. Books became her safe place. She learned how to speak well. She asked good questions. She worked hard in school. She got a job in radio, then on TV. People liked her voice. They liked her heart. One day, she started her own show, The Oprah Winfrey Show. It became the most famous talk show in the world. She talked to people. She helped them tell their stories. She made people feel seen. She taught millions of people through her show. Oprah became one of the richest and most respected women in the world. But she always said, "Books saved my life." Knowledge gave her strength. It helped her escape poverty. And now she gives that strength to others. So what do all these stories teach us? They show us that knowledge is not just power. It's hope. It's healing. It's freedom. Malala used her voice to fight for education. Elon used books to fly to space. Oprah used to read to rise from nothing. And you? You have the same power inside you. Maybe you don't have much money. Maybe your school was not good. Maybe people laughed at your dreams. But you have something strong. You have your mind. You have your voice. You have your heart. You are not too late. You are not too old. You are not too slow. You are ready. Start today. Read. Learn. Ask. Try. Speak. Make mistakes. Keep going, because knowledge lives in brave hearts. And your heart is brave. Now repeat after me. I am not small. I am not weak. I am a learner. I am growing. I am becoming strong. My knowledge is my power. I will use it well. Key vocabulary, A1 level. Voice, the sound you make when you speak. School, a place where people go to learn. Education, learning in school or by yourself. Gun, a weapon that shoots. Peace, no fighting, no war. Prize, something you win. Read, to look at and understand words. Book, pages with words and stories. Learn, to get new knowledge. Rocket, a machine that flies into space. Science, learning about how things work. Rich, having a lot of money. Poor, not having enough money. Speak, to use your voice to talk. Dream, something you want very much. Strong, not weak. Brave, not afraid. Smart, clever, intelligent, power, the ability to do something important. Thank you for watching and learning with us today on Read and Learn English. You didn't just watch a video, you took one more step on your journey. Remember, learning English is not only about grammar and vocabulary, it's about building your future, growing your confidence, and finding your voice. Every word you learn gives you more power. Every sentence you understand opens a new door. And every story you hear helps you believe in yourself a little more. You are not alone. We are here with you, every step of the way. So, keep reading, keep listening, keep speaking. Don't stop. One word a day is enough to change your life. And always remember, your mind is powerful, your dreams are possible, and your journey is just beginning. This is Read and Learn English,